What's up, good people? You already know the vibes. I'm Christian, also known as the Food Prophet on my social media platforms. And welcome to the Unbothered Talk Show. This is where real feelings meet real conversation. We speak about mental health for men, healing and change. I've got my two, I can't say guests because you guys already know them, but I'm going to give them some time to introduce themselves to you guys, starting off with
Queensley, your co-host and fashion model, a boxer as well. You guys, you know me, Mus. Yeah.
Hi guys, Stefan. And yeah.
Sweetos. Yeah, so we've actually reached our third episode. So remember, we're doing 3 episodes. Topic was, can a man love his partner if he's not mentally okay? In other words, can a broken man love? So today we're gonna wrap up everything, and then we're gonna come into a conclusion to the question: can a broken man love? So guys, I'm sure we've already been discussing about this topic. So I want you guys to just, today we're gonna try and wrap it up and give the viewers a proper answer. Can a man really love his partner if he's not mentally okay?
Okay. Judging from the previous episodes and all that, I actually acquired some knowledge from my other colleagues and all that regarding what they said about if a man can actually love when they're broken. Yeah, to a certain extent, my opinion still stands the same, because now what I know is that if you are broken and you're in a relationship already, yes, you can still love. But then when you're broken and then you're in a new relationship, and if you don't find a good partner, it's gonna be hard for you to love. Because remember, when you have for you to love someone, there have to be some qualities that you meet in them that makes you fall in love with them. Falling in love with someone is not just about looks and all that. It's about qualities like your character, your behavior. How do you behave when you're angry? When you're not feeling comfortable about things and all that. So those things also play a role. When you're broken and you meet a woman who just reacts to things and they're very proudful and all that, they think they are more important than the relationship, which means you cannot actually love. All you'll be just doing, you'll be more broken. It's like you're adding more problems into your space. You have already a lot going on, and then you bring someone who's gonna make it worse for you.
So sorry about that, guys. There was a bit of technical issues, but I was trying to make a highlight on when I say a love. I mean, showing your partner that affection when you're not mentally okay. Like, before, the time you're not mentally okay, you used to give your girl kisses in the morning, and now since you've not been mentally okay, you just wake up, you take a shower, you leave. So that's what I mean by loving your girl. But in other ways, I mean, showing that affection when you're not mentally okay. Do you think when a man is not mentally okay, will still be able to show his partner that affection?
Yeah.
Besides the love part. Yeah. Because you can love your partner, but do you still show that affection?
As I said, some people, at a certain extent, some people can, because now, as a man, you learn how to you learn how to act in tough situations like that. You know how to behave, you know how to handle yourself. So there'll be some things that you can handle, like having a partner, doing your daily needs, kissing in the morning, making sure you guys, you put forward water to shower, help in the kitchen, things like that. You can still do it. Maybe that might be saving as self-regulation when you're stressed out and you're not mentally okay. You just want to do things like that to regulate yourself.
Yeah.
But then also, sometimes when I'm saying no, you can't, based on a partner, because now I want to offer you all those things, right? But then you are proudful, you are unappreciative and all that. So I won't be able to be as I'm always, when I'm mentally okay, because now when I'm mentally okay, I can actually think, I'm more calm and I'm more more reserved,
Yeah.
So I know I love you and all that. And I'm gonna take all your nonsense and all that. Now, when I'm not mentally okay, I won't be able to take your nonsense. I won't be able to take the fact that you are being unappreciative and you don't actually care and all that. So when you're not mentally okay, yeah, it does affect.
Yeah, so you saying that when a man's not mentally okay, it does affect how he gives his partner affection, how he shows the affection, eh?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about this,
yeah.
Steph?
But I disagree. Like, if you're not okay as a man, like, you love her, yes, like you said, but the affection is not there. Like, you don't give her that affection, would say. Like, for example, like you said, you wake up in the morning, before it was kisses in the cheeks. Now you just wake up, you bath, to dress, you go. You don't tell her. See, because you're not mentally okay. It's,
Yeah.
you know, and as a woman, she should understand, you know. And sometimes if you're not mentally okay, it's hard for you to talk to your woman and say that, no, because it's hard for you to speak in the first place, because you don't want to talk about your problems, you don't want to remember your problems. You're trying to get away from it. Talking about it is recommended, but at the moment when you're experiencing it, it's hard to talk about it. So obviously, your woman will feel like you don't love her, but deep down you love her, but it's that you are not okay.
Okay, so we have of our audience is known as the Ghost Man, Lucolo, Zakalavu, Code 14, last number. So you're just gonna hear his voice in the background, but that's him. I think he has something to say.
Always, everyone. This is me, Lucolo Nzangalavu. Nickname R-Type, Code 14, last number, good, abnormal, dangerous goods. Amarazonto and Africa, Tinoina, whatever, please. Raka cementing in a Reveski at the Great Beast from the East, born in the Eastern Cape. Raising Johnny's Peck, Miriam 185 inside. You can also call me what? AKA Ghost Man. Yeah, so guys, yeah. So in this case, it's actually very, very difficult for a man to love when a man is broken, because sometimes you find a woman or a girl that doesn't understand your situations or your feelings at all. You see, while you are mentally drained and mentally broken, she comes in and she asks you for money, and which you know that it's something most young men are struggling with now because of the economy that you're going through now. Also, things are not looking well in the economy. It's not even easy to find a job. So it's not easy being mentally drained and then being in love at the same time, especially in our generations. No, everyone just keeps on complaining about our generation that it's even hard to find love these days. So if you find that person that can look after you when you're broken, then that's a bonus. That someone should keep around, like, for good, man, because ladies like that, they're shorting now. They're running low on ladies, and also ladies, maybe they can say they're running low on men. Because I think also another thing with men these days, it's hard for them to date ladies these days because of the pressure they're facing at the same time. And then the lady, the man also thinks, I'm just gonna be adding unnecessary pressure to myself, because in our generation, it's not easy, because in our families, as you're going, it's not only about the ladies only, the challenges that you're facing, it's also challenges that you face at home. You get at home, they're having a family meeting, you're not invited because you're not working. You see, so you don't have money, so you're not working, so your brain is also not working.
Yeah.
So that's how it works in most of our families, you see. So you have to be a provider to show that, mentally fit or mentally strong. So your ideas do not count if you're gonna them out there. You see, it doesn't. They don't really matter. So there's a pressure that we go through, and then also with the relationships. It's not only relationships. It's also the family members putting pressure on us. And you go at home at the same time, you're going to visit, they don't know the pressure that you're going through. You're just trying to find your feet. You just moved out of your parents' house, then you get home, they start comparing you. Look at your age mates, they're driving. Look at your age man, he just bought a house. And you also see it today in your statuses. Hey, you feel under pressure now. Hey, now you can see that, I'm running behind time, you see. And then also the lady, when you're going home, if you're sitting, you're staying with the lady, at the same time, it's going to be hard for you to say, baby, I love you. Baby, I love you. And especially if she doesn't understand, she comes there, she tells you, babe, me, they say my cosmetics, cosmetics, ne? Yeah, they say my cosmetics are finished. I need my nails done. You see, and sometimes, most of them, guys, honestly speaking, most of them, they don't know how to prioritize these ladies. You see, yeah, you go in there, you start dating someone, and now the moment that you're dating, they don't know how to prioritize. You see, they'll prefer to get their nails done instead of at least getting a Movite so that you guys can wake up and something to eat.
That makes a lot of sense. Eh?
Yeah,
It makes a lot of sense.
because they don't really think what you're going through sometimes.
Yeah.
But if you find someone that's going to be there for you,
Yeah.
it's something that's special, man, because most of these ladies, us, as we are growing up, we also finding ourselves how to be men. You also have to grow up with them and teach them how to be women, how to love us properly. At the same time,
But so Rambo, I wanted to ask you a question. Like, don't you think that as a man, because now we're talking about men, right?
Yeah.
Can you love when you're broken? You as a man, because now we're different. You're talking about like how some ladies are, but then maybe your girl is like that. Christian's girl is different. Maybe my girl is different. You can be as broken as possible, but then you choose. It's a choice you make as a broken man to love a girl or not.
Yes.
It's not about how the situation is or what, and it's your choice. And it also becomes the response of your partner, because now partners sometimes now they bring more stress into their lives. Okay, I'm broken,
Yes.
but what are you doing to actually, to be there for me now? I don't even want your help. Like, although you can offer your help, like mentally and all that, emotional support and all that. I don't need that. But now things like we don't have anything at home, and you preferring to do your hair, your nails, and all that. Don't you think already? First of all, you're not as smart as possible, because if you were smart, we're supposed to be working together. We're supposed to be building. Because if you want to reach where other people actually are, we're supposed to be building from down. So, as a broken man, right? It's okay to be broken, but it's also vital to find a partner that understands you and takes you out of that darkness that you are in. So it's not a thing of saying that we lack of money. You can be as rich as possible, but then your partner does not make you be at peace. And also, that leads to you being broken as well.
Yeah.
It's either you can be as a broken man, or you can become broken being with a woman.
Yeah.
While trying to love, it can also be broken. I don't know if you're Christian, if I'm making sense.
Yeah.
You can while trying to love somebody, you can be broken. You can break yourself. Why?
Yeah.
Because now you're loving somebody who does not understand what love is.
Yes.
Who doesn't understand the concept of building and things like that. Them, the only thing they know is enjoying, going out, buying this, doing this, doing that. And you can't even blame them. What if that's the language they taught them? What if that's what they've been seeing? They're not doing that because they are unfaithful or something. Maybe that's what they taught them in a young age.
Yeah.
So we all pray to have a partner that is understanding, that is want to build, not to destroy us. That is there to bring peace, not to bring chaos.
Yes. Yeah, you're actually right, Queensley. Now, Queensley is actually right. And what he's saying is actually the same thing I'm also saying, right? It's because if you find a partner that is like, that's what I'm saying, these days, when you're finding a partner, it's either you teach your partner how to be responsible, and then while you're doing that, you also accept that you're not perfect, and you're willing to learn on how to love her right.
Yeah.
So me and you are speaking. There's the same point.
Oh yeah.
You see, and then actually it slipped out of my mind what I was about to say next. But I just say it as we go on when I remember it. Yeah.
That's actually true, because for me, I believe that as a man, you should teach a woman how she should love you. You should show her the way she should love you, because obviously you can't find a wife. You have to make a wife for yourself. Get what I'm saying?
How do we teach her when we're going to see a good fooling?
Yeah,
exactly.
No, that's the thing. If she really wants it, she's gonna be willing to learn.
In my own way.
Nah, that's nonsense. If you really love me as a woman, you'll see that I'm trying to teach you how to love me, not that I'm controlling you. Yes, sometimes I can get too a bit controlative or whatever, if that's even an English word. But as a woman, if you really love me and I say that, no, you're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed, you actually see that I'm trying to, teach you on how I want to be loved or how I want to be treated. Because there's no way you can't come, you find that person is very perfect that you don't have to fix anything. There's
but Stefan, actually, I'm just disagreeing with you a little bit, but I agree with most of the things that you said. When you're saying that you teach a girl to love you or to be with you and all that, that's already you trying to say that, you know what, whatever you bring to the table is very invalid and I want you to be this way. No. Learn to meet someone halfway. Look, Nicolo said it. Look, as much as you trying to make her the girl that you want, she also has a specific.
I didn't say that she's coming so imperfect that you have to fix everything.
No, but listen to my point.
I said you have to teach her. Obviously, she can't come as perfect. She also can't come as bad.
Yeah.
Meeting halfway is what I'm also saying. I'm not saying that you're gonna come there and cover everything and make her Mrs. Fingila already. Everything, you want everything. No, obviously she's gonna come with her own ways. You also come with your own ways, but then you meet halfway, but also she must understand you.
Yeah.
Because girls get, sorry to use this word, girls sometimes can get, I don't want to use it.
There was, you still want to finish up?
No, you can talk.
There was a point where Queensley mentioned you can love a girl and still be broken while loving the girl.
Yeah.
But don't you think it's also our mistakes as men? Because if you fall in love with this girl, like how do I put it? Okay, you meet up with this girl, first date, you take her out to this fancy restaurant, you buy her the most expensive meal, and then weekends you buy for her a new pairs of shoes. So she's used to, you giving her all these things, and that's how how do I put it? It's you who's creating this image. You're setting a standard for her. So now you can't blame her for putting that
too much,
for expecting that too much from me and putting that pressure.
Yeah. Okay. On that also, yes, you're right. That's our fault and all that, right? But then, if I know I cannot afford to buy a girl an iPhone 17, I'm not gonna buy it on a first date just to show her that I love her. No. It's a mistake that us, our generation, that are doing. You know that you're still living in a house whereby your parents are taking care of you, but now you're doing stuff that are beyond your finances, acting as if you have made it and all that, you're stable and all things like that. That's how women do that. But then now, what I was talking about when I'm saying broken, let's say you're in a relationship, let's say with my girl and all that, I'm going through things and all that, right? That does not stop me from loving her or from being in a relationship with her, right? Whatever I'm going through would not stop me from loving her, okay? Because that's a belief I put myself. I'm like, okay, you know what? This girl, I'm saying that this girl, I'm gonna love her. I'm trying my best to get out of this darkness that I'm in for her. Sometimes when you're broken, a woman actually is gonna take you out because now she's gonna be your source of motivation and your strength.
So Quincy, remember when you say, I'm not talking about that love. I'm saying showing affection, like waking up again and still giving her those kisses, getting her bath ready, telling her that she's beautiful. That's a choice. That's the part I'm sort of talking about.
It's a choice. You can. Even you can. It's a choice. But everything, even if you're broken, Christian, it's a choice that you make as a person to do it. You can literally, let's not even talk about being affectionate. You can actually be in the same room with someone that you hate so much, despise actually, and still act normal because it's a choice for you to react or not.
I don't think it's a choice, eh?
It is.
How are you going to affection? How do you, I think I get where you're coming from, Way. How do you show affection to someone when you yourself are not showing yourself that type of affection? You're not in that space to show.
It's like buying. It's like
what you would usually do for your girlfriend is when you love her, you're excited to see her.
Yeah.
You go above and beyond. But now you're not as excited anymore because you have a lot on your mind.
Exactly.
You don't think about her. You don't put her first anymore.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a choice. It's just it's hard for you. It's a situation like there's just so much things in your mind.
Yeah. It's like what can I put it? It's like I don't know how to put it. It's like you buying someone a chocolate, but you have never eaten chocolate. You get what I'm saying? You didn't fix yourself yet.
Yeah.
you're making sure she's
You can't
okay.
buy shoes without shoes.
Without you having
Yeah.
shoes. Like you're not having shoes, you've never bought shoes, but you're buying her shoes. You know?
But now, this is when we guys are missing a point. My point here is that, listen, you're saying you're broken, right? Okay. Can you be affectionate when you're broken or not?
No.
You guys are saying no, right? I'm talking about in the context of like commitment, right? In the beginning, you already told her that you're gonna be there for her and stuff like that. And then you still love her and tapping that are broken and stuff like that. It's okay. It's okay. You're broken, but yes. But now you always have to remember that, you know what, I told this girl that I'm gonna be with her through thick and thin. So which means even during that time, although the affection won't be as, you know, as effective as it was when you're not broken yet, you still gonna show affection because you care about her. Your subconsciousness will tell you that I love this girl, I can't lose her, I have to show her that I do.
I think if you've never been that space
I think
before for you.
Yeah. I think what you're gonna be doing there is killing yourself because number one, you're not talking to her that you're hurt, that there's something going on. You are filtering it and showing her affections that you're just showing her because she's there. You're not actually taking care of yourself first. Get what I'm saying? Because you're not okay and you still want to show her that you're okay. It's you lying to her that you're okay because clearly you're not okay, but obviously she'll see that you're not okay because the same way you give her the kisses when you're okay is not the same way you're going to give her. She'll see that there's something off.
Sorry,
Though you
can I just, because I'm
get what I'm saying?
okay.
Because
In the context, we're talking about in the context of being given affection, right? And things like that, right? Okay. If I'm moving the stage of giving someone, being affectionate to someone and loving them, which means I need to be in the stage of actually opening up that I'm not in the space, you know, as a person. So if you have the right partner and you've opened up already, that you're not in the right space and all that, you can literally try your best to also show them affection because now it doesn't mean that if you're broken, then now your life must end. You must stop there. No. There are times where most of us here that are renting, you don't have money for rent, but does your life stop? Do you stop showering? Do you stop eating because you don't have rent money? No. Guys, you know this thing of mental health problems, right? The first regulator is ourselves. That's one thing that you should know. The first person that tells you that I'm okay is yourself. No one else. I know men don't cry and all that. That thing, we still, although we're trying to change it, but we should also see the broader vision of it. Okay, you're trying to change, Christian. If you're not mentally okay, I'm not gonna come and make your mental health fine. It has to start by you. Okay, does it mean that you must punish a poor girl and don't give her the treatment that she deserves? You don't give her the affection that she deserves because you're not mentally okay. Okay,
It's not punished the way you say. It's not. It's not. How do I put it? It's not us doing it on purpose.
Yeah,
It's just like difficult. Like for example, she shouldn't have to remind you to do certain things, and then you'd be like, "Oh shit, I actually forgot to do that." So it's not doing it on purpose because you're
not in that
mentally
space.
okay, not in that space. There's just so much things going on in your mind. Lucolo has something to say.
Well, yeah, another thing, remember from last week's topic, what I said? Well, no, was it last week? Or
Yeah,
The last
last
episode.
Yeah. Remember, I spoke about our fathers not passing on the knowledge from them to us. Is now it becoming into the spaces of young men. So sometimes it becomes quite tricky, it becomes very tricky because you don't know actually how your father managed to stick with your mother for so many years. Yeah, you see, and you never got to ask yourself that question, you see. And your father never got to explain to you for you that question. And some of us, like me, that grew up without the father, you don't even know to go to or who to talk to. You see, so we just have to figure things out on our own. So what is Chris is saying is similar to someone that is married, similar to someone that is starting a new life, a new journey, it's a new beginning. Like you're starting afresh, you're building your own family. Remember, the family that you come from, it's important, but the family that's more important is the family that you're going to build moving forward.
Yeah.
Because those are the person, and the person that you're going to build a family is the person who's going to see you waking up in the morning angry, grumpy, hungry, everything. You see? So that's the person you want to what? You want to get the right person to build with so that you can talk to. Because now, if we're gonna get the person that is not gonna be there supportive, that's gonna be supportive for you, and whatever you're going through, then it's gonna be quite difficult. Because also, us as young men, you don't have the proper tools, the proper equipment to maneuver our way around these situations. We're just figuring our way out. And another thing that puts so much pressure on us is finance. It's money. Nothing puts more pressure in most relationships more than money.
Sorry, Lukolo, there was a part where you said it's like getting married and starting your own family. And then the person's gonna see how you wake up in the morning and things like. So, would you guys suggest staying? So, let's say you're in a relationship. Would you prefer staying in the same place with your partner, so you can just hear that kind of lifestyle before you guys get married? Do you prefer staying in the house with your partner before you guys married, and so that you can decide if this is the right person I want to be? Because in some African cultures, they'll say first get married and then stay in the same house as your partner. So what I'm asking is that would you guys suggest still staying in the same place while you're boyfriend and girlfriend, not husband and wife, but still staying in the same house so you guys can get to know each other properly, like seeing how he or she wakes up in the morning. Does she wake up moody? Does she still care even when she's not mentally okay? What about you guys think about that?
So I prefer like getting married and staying together. Why am I saying that? Because now, first of all, to our African culture, it shows that you're honoring the person, the girl, right? And also on top of that, if I want to be in a stage of actually thinking about marrying you, you know, which means I've spent a lot of time with you to actually get to understand you. And I know it's not going to be the same as like you're by your house and I'm by my place and all that. There's a lot of wrong habits that I have, maybe you might not like. There's a lot of wrong habits she might have as well, maybe I might not like. But then when you guys are married and you're in love, and before you guys actually decide to actually get married and move in together, you're supposed to be having what you call a table talk. Like things that, you know, like let's say we're moving together. We have to talk about things. Let's say you see me today, I remove my socks on the thing, you tell me, babe, no. When you remove your socks, they're dirty and you can put them in a basket where there's dirty clothes and things like that. You know, being more transparent and opening yourselves about things like that actually builds a strong foundation. Doesn't necessarily mean that we should live together for us to actually to get to know each other, because the comfort of living together without getting married also, it's wrong, you know. When you get comfortable and you know what happens, you won't even think about marrying the girl anymore, because you'll be like, you know what, I'm used to a girl already. I see her every day and all that. This money we're having, why don't you actually invest in a business to do this and do that? You get? So yeah, that's why it gets tricky.
Yeah, no, you're right, Kingsley. And another thing, just is staying with your partner for getting married. But after getting married, I think it's still the same process, guys. And another thing, you can just take someone's daughter, you stay with them. After you stay with them, you use them when you're like,
Then leave it.
yeah, so that's not something I would suggest. I would suggest for you, because in life, how many people are you going to meet, stay with, get tired of them and leave them? Meet, get tired of them and leave them. So I would suggest for you to push through, because life is it's a journey. You have to enjoy it, the ups and downs of it.
It's worse if you get married with this person and then you guys stay in the same house and then you see that certain behavior and now you want to leave. But now you're already married in front of God. You're like married. So for me personally, I think it's better to stay with your partner as girlfriend and boyfriend, so you get to properly know each other, know their character, know, you know, does this person, if he goes in the bathroom, does he flush or clean properly after he's in the bathroom? Now, if you're married and now you see these things, it's going to cause conflict.
See,
and it's going to be so wrong to now start divorcing, you know, while you know. So for me, I personally would suggest boyfriend and girlfriend,
because it's better
stay in the same house.
to for me, I feel like both of the points are valid, ne? Because I feel like both of the points are valid. It is, you can live after marriage, you live together, or before marriage. But I feel like, how can I put it? Some of our parents, they stayed together and then got married and they kept, like my parents, they stayed together, got married, they're still together.
It's
See,
because
things like that.
yeah, it's because they saw the characters and I hate
Yeah, because now
so,
I get married and then now I see my partner drops an album in the toilet and then doesn't
that's all clean.
and then now I come, now I'm like, hey, who did I marry now here?
Exactly.
And then now I go to the mad and cry, no, he did this, he didn't
Yeah.
flash, no, all these things. Better that we complain about these things now,
yeah.
and then when we get married, we know that this one, he doesn't, I have to go and follow him. and
But
things like that.
Stefan,
And see- and see if-
but guys,
So I'm not done. I said that it's a both points. I take it.
yeah,
Living before marriage also is good. It's an advantage. Also, living after marriage also is an advantage, but I feel like the advantage is more on before marriage than after marriage, because after marriage, yes, you're gonna say all these things to God, and then after you don't live up to those promises,
Yeah.
because now you find out that your man is a monster. He goes out in the morning, comes back at night, doesn't see you, doesn't talk to you, doesn't do nothing, and he comes and beats you because now he paid too much lobola money.
Yeah.
And then now he comes, the wife doesn't cook. Now you find out that the person you're marrying doesn't like cooking. Buys food and they can't cook. And then now you're like, you're telling me that you can cook, but you don't know how to cook. You see, it's like, for example, now a boyfriend and girlfriend, you live at your house, I live at my house. You can go out anytime, you come back anytime. You lie to me, maybe I went out today, maybe you didn't go out, or you say you didn't go out but you went out, things like that. But when you live together, I actually know those things, that she can't cook, she can't do this. Then I can actually teach you and work towards the cooking part and all these things. Now we're married, boom. I see jollof rice that's already cooked from outside. My wife doesn't know how to cook.
Yeah.
See, pieces off. And then now you're actually thinking about your lobola money, the blankets, the Hennessy, the dresses you bought for the grandmother, the money you took out at the gate. What happens?
All gone to waste.
All gone.
Okay, there's
Christian, I wanted to actually, you were saying you was not done. I wanted to actually raise that point, right? All these things that you guys are mentioning are things that can be fixed, you know, when you guys are married. When you're married to a partner, when you're saying that a partner cannot cook, so you're telling me that you got married to someone that you didn't know. Because I can be in a relationship, if I already spend a year or two with a girl in a relationship, I can tell if they can cook or not. If a girl cannot use the bathroom properly, that's something that you guys can discuss. You don't have to be violent about it. You can discuss it when you guys are living together, and you can discuss it when you guys are married. It's not something that you can't change.
bro, you know how annoying is it to keep going to the bathroom every day and sing a mess? For how long are you gonna keep discussing things, bro?
Promise, not just be too much, just saying. People tend to be petty.
Exactly.
You wouldn't appreciate me coming to you after this to like amazing what you did there is not.
Hmm.
If you won't take it to heart, you won't be like, oh, sorry, I'm not better. I did.
Nah.
Yeah.
It won't be.
So I feel like an attack, like previously in the previous episodes we say people bring their past traumas and experiences. So they're gonna feel as if maybe you're attacking them. It becomes all back and forth
Yeah.
and stuff.
Also,
Yeah,
If
but
you're
now,
coming to a fight,
now,
you say that's why you
no,
I start reminding
yeah.
you don't know how to cook.
no, but listen. Now, my question is that you think if you're living with a girl together and you're having those kind of issues, what's different? Because now you're living with her together, you're still gonna have those kind of issues. You're marrying her, you're still gonna, like, guys. All I'm just saying,
but now,
choose your struggle, right? That's all you should know. You have to learn how to choose your struggle. When you get married to a woman or a man, just know there's gonna be something. You'll never get married to someone who's perfect. You have to pick your struggle and choose it and embrace it for the rest of your life.
Listen, the concept of this conversation is what if the people are not as mentally mature as you are? Like, you think they're not aware of those things, or they're not emotionally mature. Then what happens there?
Yeah, but those things you guys are discussing, they can all be like, you can find that out without having to live together.
Yeah.
The whole concept of living together is very, very dangerous, because you're still going to enjoy the benefits of marriage when you're not married. And then you're going to be fornicating together, you'll be smashing, and a baby might come.
Yeah.
You're looking for perfection. You're looking for certain imperfections, but then you might get consequences because you guys are living together, you're comfortable together. That whole idea of marriage, like Queensley said, it's going to disappear. It's going to slowly evaporate. That's why we have a lot of single mothers and single fathers in South Africa. So you don't have to live together to know each other. You can take your time. If there's some questions you want to ask, there's some things you want to see, date her for a year, date her for 6 months, get to understand her. If you decide to marry her, you have to learn to to be patient, because marriage is also patience. You know, there's always gonna be something that you're not gonna like, and there's things that you guys can work on and improve on. And no, you don't have to live together. That ideology is nonsense.
So if your partner comes to you and tell you, Joe, you must learn to clean brush your poo out there by the bathroom, is that not gonna annoy you? Or you're gonna be like, okay, baby, please be patient with me. Let's take it one step at a time. It's not gonna annoy you. Be like, oh, why are you telling me these things now? It's gonna kind of piss you off, right?
That's the whole point. That's the stage of.
And then after pisses you off, there's conflict in the house.
And also, you know how many people. Doesn't mean because you date a girl for a year or 2 years, you know everything about it. Because she can lie to you for that 2 years that she knows how to cook. And then she learns a recipe 2 minutes today, she cooks it, and you're like, yeah, she can cook. And then she learns another one, she can cook again.
Another thing when you date, you guys difference in face one another.
Exactly. So
Yeah, but the stages, there's
One guy said he has a car. Quite a little bit.
like the others, you find out that you're dating for 2 years and then she's been cheating on you and things like that. You find out the moment you start dating now, there's a guy picking up looking for her, my wife. Can't you are dating someone's wife? You see, you're a side guy. You see, doesn't mean because you're dating her for 3 years, 4 years, you're the main guy. Take it easy. See,
Okay.
if you live
But so what makes you think you can't find out all those things when you're living together? What difference is there?
okay, the difference.
What's the benefit?
Okay, there's no difference. That's why I said both sides are fine.
That's
true. Yeah.
Who washes her face on the kitchen basin?
You see now.
Yo, bro, she spits on top of the dishes.
But now you see.
Okay,
I think.
all the time. Not too bad. Yeah.
let's say this. To be honest, then, I feel like to living with the person before getting married. The reason why it's you will see that she's not cheating. For example, maybe you live with her every day. You see, so you know where she is, what time she leaves, if she's at home. Obviously, you won't be so sure about those things, but there's a type of assurance because you know that I left her at home. See, now you're not living with her. Like you right now, your girlfriend, you don't know where she is. Or my girlfriend, I don't know where she is. See, because she lives alone and today they're off, they're not working. You don't know she went to where? Who is she seeing? Who dropped her off? Who picked her up?
So if you
Who
decide,
bought her food?
But Joe, there's a point.
You see, so there's no point.
if you decide to stay with,
Also, when you're married, doesn't mean putting a ring. Nowadays, putting a ring means nothing. She can go by the street, they should remove that ring, they shell her head, they cook her, they put her in a car, they drop her off at that guy's house.
but all those things you guys are mentioning, she can still do it when you guys are living together. You won't.
She can still do it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's why I'm actually quiet right now because now there's no difference. You see what the point I'm trying to make? That it's not making sense to me because
Okay.
listen, living together with a girl doesn't actually mean that she won't cheat on you. Okay. Marrying the girl also doesn't necessarily mean that she'll be loyal. That's what I'm just saying. Pick your struggle. Because now, if you keep having those kind of mentalities, which means you're gonna be single, and if you're having a mentality, why are you having a girlfriend in the first place? You know, why are you
Things
having?
are gonna disappear. You're living together. You're seeing her every day. Seeing the first thing like some boy I met there. I can't be seeing this woman every day.
Married the same thing, you're gonna be seeing it every day.
When you're
Yeah,
married
but
now,
that's when you decide to marry.
different.
Why waste someone's time, someone's life? 3 years,
Yeah.
4 years not to marry at the end.
So then you can also break up in the marriage.
Exactly, you can see for
Which I think is even worse to divorce.
because now you pay. You not think about lobola. Yes, bro.
You see that lobola will make you not divorce as much as dumping. You know, when you dump it, listen. It's not gonna make it easy.
It's not gonna make it easy for you. It's to make it easy for her because she paid nothing. Remember, she didn't pay nothing.
Even her, remember
So
now.
she leave you.
Remember now, a marriage is not only between two people. Families are what
You marry your family as
you know,
well.
are actually now merging together, which means that you merge. Meaning that your guys' problems don't only end by you guys to end. It also go to your family and all that. When my girlfriend and I argue, even if we're arguing to a point where by now she cries or I go home, I'm hurt and all that, our families don't know about that because we're not legally,
But also
married.
you spoke
But now-
about choice. Didn't you speak about choice? You spoke about choice, and you said that it's your choice. That's why it brings us back to what I'm about to say. You are married
Stefan,
to
you
this
just
girl.
cut what I said. Then
No, listen. You are married to this
Stefan,
girl. Sorry.
correspond
Sorry.
to what you are saying now.
No, because you spoke about choice. I'm coming back. You spoke about choice, we are married, families are involved, yes. If, for example, me and Christian are married, no offense. No. Me and Christian are married. Me and Christian today, we decide to divorce. Yes, families are involved. If Christian doesn't want, there's no one who's going to force him. The father can't force him. The mother can't force him. So the family mean nothing. The family, yes, they know, but doesn't mean that they can do anything.
Stefan, you don't understand what I mean by families involved, right? When two families are involved, they can literally adults. They're called adults for a reason. They're wiser than us. They can literally listen to me. They can literally sit you guys down. They can literally sit you guys down and give you guys advice. Stefan, learn to listen. I'm listening to you, but you're not listening. But what I'm telling you is that when you guys are married, right? It's different because now they can literally sit you guys down, and you guys you have to respect. Now that's where respect comes in. That's where reputation comes in. There's a lot of things that comes in marriage. Okay, does it mean our parents are still together right now because they still love each other? Okay, love fades. What remains? That commitment. You know, because love, you can love someone today. Tomorrow you wake up, you don't love them anymore. Do you think our parents love someone? Yes.
Okay, guys.
Feelings fade.
Feelings doesn't keep a marriage.
Yeah.
Or a relationship.
Yeah, what you're saying is true.
That thing doesn't work.
Doesn't work. He's been.
Okay, guys. Let's.
Family can sit you down, yes. But if he doesn't want, he doesn't want. He will not expect the family, yes, but he doesn't want.
Okay, guys. Let's wrap this thing up quickly because I think we're gonna have this conversation, this topic for a long time. Our focus is still on Kenneth Brockman love his partner
You can't.
while not being mentally okay. So my question now, just to wrap things up, is how to avoid conflicts, because obviously we're speaking about men not showing that affection and not being able to speak out. So now obviously this is going to be unfair towards your partner, the girl, right? And she's going to now start shouting and be like, you know, why are you now being moody now? Are you probably seeing somebody else? So how do you, as a man, avoid such conflicts in the house? Since even though you can't speak out, how do you?
Transparency. There's no such thing you can't speak out. Okay, you need to have transparency with your partner. No, like you can't be with a partner and you say that you can't. You know you don't want to speak out, which means now, first of all, you also destroying him mentally. Now you're gonna be having two broken people at home. Because now she trusts you, she loves you, and she's seeing you're not doing well. You're not showing her the affection that she deserves and things like that. Now, instead of you speaking up, you're saying, no, nothing. Which means you're definitely seeing someone outside. Because if you're not seeing someone outside, why don't you just be open to her and tell her what you're suffering from? So transparency is important in a relationship. There's nothing else, guys. Don't go there and say, hey, as a man, I can't speak out. Tell your partner what you're going through. That's what's going to save you guys from being together. Not this thing of being strong and all that because you want to ruin your relationship. Then she's not the right partner for you. If she uses against you, she's not for you. Let her go.
Well, until we found out she's made you worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I add on one thing? What I took, because guys, as we are having this topic, you have to learn from the topic, and I have to learn from each other. You see, so what I learned so far, having this conversation with you guys, is that there's no perfect formula of having a healthy relationship. What was flaws in your relationship can make my relationship successful.
Mhm.
What makes my relationship successful might be a flop in your relationship. Because now I also noticed we've been having this topic and we ended up arguing amongst each other. Imagine now if there was ladies inside here. Because also feeling from their side, from their point of view, I would understand. They also don't have it easy. Most ladies are unemployed. Most ladies, you take them, you wanna go and stay with them, you show them all their good life. When things go south, they don't know that. Or even if they do, but then they're used to their life, what? You used to give them.
Soft life, yeah.
Yeah, they're used to the soft life.
Or leave faster than cast us something.
Yeah, they live faster than Caster man. You see, so those are the things that are gonna be the struggles in their relationship. Sometimes gonna have all of the money in the world, and then you just just become unfortunate and meet the wrong person. You see, that's gonna pull you down instead of bringing you up. You see, and at the same time, I also think it's also wise to build with your partner and learn from each other's mistakes. You see, and try and work things out by fixing each other's flaws. You see. But a girl with too much red flags, a guy with too much red flags, I don't think there's someone you can build with. But I cannot advocate for everyone because other people got cheated maybe 100 times when they are married. You see, and you might find out they are married and then they have 7 kids, but then the kids belong to their ex, not to the person they're married with. But you might find out everything is working out smoothly. You see, and the kids are his, and now the girl is tired of running around. The guy is also tired of running around. They have to settle down and push life. So there's no perfect formula, guys. Let's just enjoy the roller coaster.
Yeah, no, you should also understand the concept of a union is two imperfect people trying to be perfect for each other. So if the other person doesn't understand the concept of partnership doesn't necessarily mean only finances involved. There has to be some kind of encouragement to trying to like help each other to get to a certain level or to achieve a certain goal. If it's a one-sided relationship, you'll be able to tell from the beginning. You can tell that this person is spiteful. She's money grounded. She doesn't have the values or the morals that you're looking for. You let her go. You say you see a certain trait. If you see that you can't work on that trait, you need to let her go as soon as. The problem with a lot of men these days, they want to beg. They want to, I can change her. I can do this. I can do that.
It's hard to find a girlfriend.
It's hard to find a girlfriend, but why would you waste your time with someone for 4-5 years, 3 to 5 years, only to find out that later that, you guys end up breaking up? Or you could have broken up the first year or the first 6 months and saved your time and, gone as to do or meet someone else who deserves your priority. Why are you going to be with someone that you can tell that she's a gold digger, she's disrespectful? As a man, you can't be taking disrespect from a woman, especially. The moment she disrespects you, she disrespects your leadership, she doesn't want to listen to you, you walk out. A woman can ruin your life. I'm not a woman hater or what. I'm a advocate for good women. There's still good women out there, but you need to be very observant and you need to be very picky on who you choose to be your partner, because she's not just representing herself, she's representing you. When people see her, they will see you. So don't allow yourself to be disrespected or to be used, or that's just, every man has to go through that phase. But then if you still keep going through that phase, then you are what the Bible calls a fool.
Okay. Hey guys, let's just close this thing up now. It's a yes or no answer, eh? We're gonna go around this way also to our audience, which is Joel and Lukolo. Just a yes or no answer, and then just give a words of encouragement to the viewers.
Words.
Just words, yeah. Can a broken man love? Okay, who's gonna start?
Yes.
A yes or no answer?
Yes.
Stefan.
No.
Chris? I say no. A broken man cannot love his partner.
Daniel Bryan. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. You choose. It's a choice. Yes, I agree.
Okay. All right, guys. That's it for today's final episode. Any last words from the guests here? Any words of encouragement you want to leave?
Don't lie to guys. Don't lie to yourself and say that hey, I'm mentally unstable. I can't love. It's either you don't love the girl, or but if you don't love her, let her go. It's fine. It's okay. Let her go. Don't lie about your mental health because it's a choice. Yeah.
Steve. Yeah, and I have nothing to say.
Chris? No, I think I'm gonna agree with Queensley. Let's just learn to speak out as men. Let's just learn to speak out as men. I know it's a bit difficult, but also try and put yourself in your girl's shoe. It's a bit unfair for her to see you go through all these things and not being able to speak out. So find yourself a right partner who will be able to accept you for who you are and whatever you are battling in your mind, and still will love you and respect you. So let's just learn to speak out as gents.
So, guys, we also love to hear it from you. Please just drop a yes or no comment on the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe, and give us your reasons that you're saying why a man can love even though he's broken, or why a man cannot love when he's broken. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Shout out, guys. Shout out.
Thank you, guys. Until next time.
See ya.